How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Caddiston here. We're getting into another episode of Charmed. It's episode 13 of Season 4. Excited to explore this episode and see what lies ahead of us. As we had Phoebe in the last episode adopting Bewitched, both, I guess, mentally and physically, as we saw her evolving into another character, thanks to, of course, the cursed ring. But we also had a really, I guess, decisive episode for both Piper and Leo. With this season, it's been, teased throughout the episodes about the prospect of them becoming parents, with the likely option that Piper is going to be pregnant by the end of this season. But this last episode was very important to them in regards to the prospect of their child and that child having abilities, especially having, I guess, the best of both worlds with, Piper's abilities and the White Lighter abilities as well. So, of course, there were discussions being made in regards to if we should bind, if there should come a point where we should bind their abilities or not. So, like I said, very, very decisive episode for them too. So, but with that said, it's time to get into episode 13 of Season 4 for Charmed. Let's go.
Come on. Maybe we should call Leo. No, we can still make this plan work.
What's up with Piper?
Seems almost anticlimactic after all this time.
Is this the source? Shit.
Say hello to Prue for me.
Oh, you're a dick. Oh, shit. Okay, we're starting off strong.
If I don't prevail, what difference does it make?
There must be another way.
No!
Did she just say the hollow?
With the hollow, I will render the
What?
witches powerless. Then I will destroy them. Even if it means destroying us all.
The hollow! No, I've just concluded editing my audio series for Series 4 of the Caddiston Chronicles, where one of the one of the main antagonists was entities called the Hollow.
Did it, and thank God she did, because if she didn't, we'd still be dealing with lawyers. No offense.
Oh.
I've come to terms with my evil past.
Really feeling about this.
Holy shit! Is that the face of the source? Oh, Cole. Oh, no.
Let Paige know what's up. As long as you're sure.
Trust me, I'm sure.
The judge just wants to hear the truth. That's all.
Because we did see the source not so successfully attack the Charmed ones. And he wants to rectify that, so...
Look, we're not gonna. I'm whispering. Why are you?
So it keeps making this like noise.
But it's not even your car.
No, but I don't want Piper to be driving it and have it break down. Look,
She
if
tried
we
to,
panic and have him look at it. That
yeah,
would be
she's
good.
trying to...
Phoebe,
I guess you could say drive Cole out the way.
Patience is a virtue.
Oh, I have been plenty patient. 3,500 years patient.
3,005. Oof. One hell of a wait. They were really playing chess.
Happy now?
Oh,
Agreement's just been revoked.
you've altered the deal. Oh. He was having a nice, lovely game of chess with her. Shh. Oh my god.
Please.
Voldemort's seen better days. Actually, I'm lying because he has a nose. Really have beefed up security, really.
Please don't. The hollow consumes powers.
Oh, that's the hollow. Okay.
Phoebe,
I'm
did
not-
you see that? Phoebe?
Holy shit!
There's no mention of a vanquish here.
You can't vanquish it.
The last time it was unleashed, it nearly decimated all magic, all things.
Sheesh.
The last time it
Replace
was
magic with
Eons ago,
worlds,
good
and
evil
we're
had
not
to
too
join
far
forces
off.
and use their strongest magic, and even then, all they could do.
I need you to postpone the hearing for a couple hours.
You know better.
I don't
than
think
that.
that's
You can't
gonna
just
mean
postpone
Jack.
legal proceeding. There are forms to file lawyers.
Please, Daryl, can you please pull some strings and buy us some time? If we don't help her, there is no one who will.
Come on. I mean, Daryl's gonna try.
Thanks.
We trust him.
It already attacked us. It took Piper's power.
And
And then you better
we're omitting one more detail.
Otherwise,
Already on it.
Phoebe nearly died, just saying. Oh shit, that's not good.
The more you extract from it, the more it corrupts you until it consumes all things, including you.
Sheesh.
Unless you want to face eternity as a pile of ash, I suggest you stop questioning me and do as I say!
Find her.
I have no idea. But I've got every available officer out there looking
I
for
want
me.
to find this prick, beat the shit out of him.
I got to postpone for an hour from now, but I doubt we're going to find him by then.
Oh my god. Ah! Ah! Not again!
No, your powers!
Shit!
We did before.
No! If the source comes and Phoebe doesn't have her powers,
It's game over.
don't stand a chance.
Shh, but we need Leo on it.
Still your way, let her.
I see
Trees agree.
nothing.
Red roses too.
What do you mean? Do I or do I not have the power to defeat the witches?
No.
Show me it!
You're really good at shoot yourself in the foot.
I serve you as always.
But you're getting reckless.
Hopefully it's not cursed.
I don't think now's the time.
If there's gonna be a moment,
Now's the perfect time.
yeah, because he wants to relish that happiness in case the worst does happen. Oh.
Of objection become but a dream as I cause the scene to be unseen. Okay, Carolyn, you can turn around now.
Oh shit! Holy shit!
What?
I can see the void where your demon half used to exist. It craves to be complete again.
No, no,
How'd you
no,
know I was
no,
still
no,
alive?
no, no.
I had a vision. One where you and I do great things together.
No. Oh shit!
What do you say then?
A future. For both sides.
He's gonna do this to protect Phoebe. Oh my god! Oh no. Oh no, this is gonna be bad.
Oh my god!
Not quite.
Oh shit, that's badass, I'm not gonna lie.
Time to call for a power!
Ah, no, 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 no.
Baby!
Oh
god. Oh no.
Your power was always the weakest. Hardly worth
Hey,
taking
hey, hey!
your life. However, the moment we've all been waiting for.
I have not been waiting for this! You creepy bastard! Here we go! Shh.
Professor!
Fuck! Holy shit! Wow!
Do this for your future. I did it for mine.
I mean, that's fair, but
powers back. Where did the sources go?
Into the void.
into the void. Awesome. Great.
Okay.
Awesome.
Who was for Prue? For Prue.
Prue. It's like a kind of completion in a sense.
Home and get started on our future.
What do you say we go home and sleep and we
You're also my hero.
Oh, I'm nobody's hero.
No! 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 Shit. Oh, shit balls. Of course, you know, we could not be happy. We could not be happy, could we? And, you know, here's the thing. Just had a bad feeling. I just had a bad vibe with the fact that the obviously Cole had to embrace the Hollow in order to defeat the Source and save everyone. That something bad was going to happen. I thought, okay, the Hollow is not going to want to let go or anything. But it seems like, I don't know, there seems to be that connectivity about the fact that, well, one Source is down, we need a new one. Hey, Cole. And not just that, though, but the seer did say, it's too bad that Balthazar's gone. He would have made a great Source, and then... Yeah, too bad that, Balthazar is gone. Cole, on the other hand, isn't, but still a worthy candidate, I guess. Someone who wants that power, as she said. So... Great. Great. So we kind of know what we're going to be dealing with for the future now. Great. So, this is going to be bad. This going to be bad. Poor Cole. I mean, just when he got his life together and he was just, content and all of that. Just getting ready to marry Phoebes. He just becomes essentially the new Source. Seemingly so. But this is what I was thinking, like, when the seer did propose the idea of him embracing the Hollowed. Just embracing the Hollow. It was not going to be, just a simple job. Okay, this is just going to be a placeholder thing. It's just until you defeat the Source, and then we'll extract your abilities, and then you just don't need to worry about any repercussions or whatever. There was always going to be a catch. I just had this bad feeling in my stomach that was like, there's got to be a catch. There's got to be a caveat, right? Right? So, there's going to be a but coming, and... Yeah, although I was not expecting him to essentially be the new Source. I was just expecting the Hollow to not put up... Because there, of course, was that warning about the fact that the Hollow are getting a bit more dangerous. The seer was not really too pleased with this towering ambition that the Source had. And, yeah, so... Oi, 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 oi. But, I mean, that did feel pretty finale, didn't it? In regards to, confronting the Source. I mean, the Source has been a bit of a constant for the Charmed Ones, really, through, this past season and a bit. Well, not this past season, but, also season 3, I should say, but still, it was just a very, very intense. It was just a very, very intense episode. I just really loved it. Like, the stakes were really there. And it did feel like I said, it did feel pretty finale-esque. This was a really, really big episode because, of course, we did deal with the source. Although it's, kind of treading... Like, there are kind of similar themes that were happening in this episode. With, of course, Leo and how... I think it was Love Hurts, wasn't it? How he was... mirroring that episode. Thankfully it wasn't as bad as that, because he actually did, and then we all had our hearts broken. It was just more so of an annoyance, wasn't it, in terms of, like, I think that, this was deliberate, there wasn't as much heightened drama when it came to Leo and the prospect of, is he going to die and all of that. So, it was just a little inconvenience for the Charmed ones, because that way Leo can't exactly heal anyone. And with Paige's abilities just being yanked away, it's like, so... but yeah, and of course there was the prospect of... the sister nearly dying and all of that. I mean, Phoebe... when she was healed up and all of that, I was just thinking, well, this is what... Leo was away, obviously, in the final episode of season 3, and he wasn't able to heal... He wasn't able to save Prue in time. So it was really, really thankful that he was there to save Phoebe, because that looked really, really... So, see, that will was a curse, though. I was just like, oof. I was just not ready to see the will being, brought up and all of that. But I guess it makes sense in regards to, obviously, the sad circumstances of Prue, and so, and we nearly had it with Phoebe, so yeah. But also, with the whole Cole being the new vessel of the Source, I guess, it does kind of ring back to the whole Balthazar situation. When we vanquished Balthazar, and then, of course, Phoebe had that little secrecy. Of course, no one knows that Cole is now the new Source. But it's like, hey, we've dealt with this enemy that's been pestering us. You think? So, there are kind of similar themes from prior episodes that blended into this episode. But it was a really, really intense scenario, especially with the Source and just everything in regards to how he was so determined to deal with the Charmed ones once and for all. We opened up really, really strongly. So not just that though, but we did see his face. So I guess the writing was on the wall really for the Source to just be dealt with when we saw his face and all of that. So but just did look very menacing, like, especially with what I assumed was the skull popping out, in terms of, like, you saw that decayed skin on one side of his face, and you could just make out the, like, skull there, so, yeah. But it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen with, Cole's story. It's going to be sad as well, like, especially for Cole, like, especially with the fact that, he got his life sorted out, and then, the Source has to just ruin things. So, I don't know if that's more so of a detail omit, like, because the Seer still evil, but she didn't want everything to be destroyed, so she had to really pick a side. So I don't know if the seer deliberately omitted some details, or if that's if it's something like, hey, well, Cole destroyed the source, so it's kind of like, I don't know, some kind of infection, really, in a sense, like the source prior, he gets killed, and it's like his essence is just absorbed into Cole and all of that, because he was the one to vanquish him. So, well, of course, with the help of the Charmed Ones, but you saw Cole going toe-to-toe with him. If it wasn't for Cole, then this show would have ended really, really early. So, yeah. But, yeah, it was really, really, really suspenseful. So, very intense all throughout this episode. So, yeah, and I did love the little blending in of Paige's story as well, with how she, of course, had her personal life going on with helping Carolyn, who had, of course, been, well, she said herself that she's made some mistakes, and she was, in like, seeing the injuries of what happened with, you know, how her ex got to her was just really, really horrific. And then, of course, Paige helped her out. So, yeah. But I really, really loved blending that in, like, especially at a dire time, and especially helping Carolyn, because she's trying to get, like, custody, and Paige is the only one really that can ace this, really, for Carolyn. And the source has to be a bit of an inconvenience, right? So, I did find the Hollowed very, very interesting. I mean, just in general, it was a very interesting concept, like, especially with the hell-bent nature of the source. As well as the fact that essentially it was the source's undoing, because the seer did warn the source about the fact that the Hollowed was consuming him, and it was going to get to a point where it would essentially be his undoing, and it was, although not in the way that I think, because the seer did plan this, like, kind of revolt against the source, because of the fact that it was getting a really, really concerning endeavor, to the point where she chose survival over the corruption and devastation of everything that Source was risking. But yeah, I found it very interesting in another sense. And this is going to be a load of gibberish, so I'm gonna try and keep it short, okay? But when I heard the name, I was just like, wait, what? Because there are these entities in my audio series that I've just finished editing a couple of weeks ago, for Series 4 of the Caddison Chronicles. And I have these, funnily enough, black spectral entities, which is no way, of course, deliberate to Charmed, but it's more so based off a game, if anything, Death Stranding, as well as, of course, original aspects to, decayed life and turned into antimatter. But yeah, I have these entities called the Hollowed, who are, essentially foot soldiers to the Eternal. I was basing Series 4 of Part 1 for, it's Part 1 of an adaptation for Crisis on Infinite Earths. And essentially, I used this idea for these entities that would consume Earths that were decaying. And they would consume Earths, and in doing so, they would make the Eternal stronger. And that was the Hollowed. But like I said, I just found it so funny because of the fact that with my series just being made and all of that, with series 4 just being made and all of that, and how the Hollowed are one of the antagonists for that series. And not just that, though, but of course, I guess their appearance, it was just really, really funny for me. So it is a really, really, really weird coincidence. So, I mean, I gather that there are, of course, things out there called the Hollowed anyways, in other mediums. But it got stranger as the episode went along, like, especially with how, I guess, consumption was a bit of a dilemma. Like I said, especially with the seers' worries and how the Hollowed would essentially consume the source. But also the whole, like, black spectral dots and all of that, I guess, of the Hollow. It's kind of similar to, I mean, even though the Hollow in my audio series, they're more so like necrotic humanoid, like full of they're still spectral, but they're more like necrotic humanoids in a sense, because they're more so based off corpses mixed with antimatter. So yeah, but yeah, I just found that funny. So. Yeah, I know it's going to be a lot of gibberish, but I couldn't help but just be completely baffled personally. So, in a good sense. So yeah, but yeah, back to the non-gibberish side of things. Yeah, it was really, really great though. Like I said, there was a finality in this in this episode. Just based on the way that we dealt with the source and, the high stakes that were there, like especially with the abilities just vanishing and all of that for 2/3 of the Charmed ones. And then, of course, Leo just emulating the penultimate episode of season 1. But it, of course, opened a doorway for Cole. And I'm ready to be hurt because, I was happy for Cole. Like, he had a few episodes of humanity, even if it was stressful. But you just couldn't help but feel so bad for the dude. Now that he is essentially seemingly the new source. So yay, but. Yeah, I also really found the whole Guardians situation really, really interesting because you had someone who was good, and it was a literal essence of, like, you had the Halo there, which was a nice touch, but you saw them good and evil basically doing chess and just being BFFs in a sense, I guess. So I'm getting Crowley and Aziraphale vibes in a sense. I don't know why. But for Good Omens, but yeah, you had them guarding the Hollow. I think I still feel like they need to beef up the like, especially with how dangerous the Hollowed are, or the Hollow. I keep saying the Hollowed because that's the name in my audio series, and it's like, but with how dangerous the Hollow are, yeah, but it was a really, really, really intense episode, and I did like how this was a nice kind of, I don't know, given the ending of season 3 with All Hell Breaks Loose, and how that, of course, created a bit of a I don't know, emptiness in terms of the void with for the sisters with the death of Prue and all of that, and the fact that this was, if anything, an official act of war. It was like a nice, like, I mean, they even had the celebrations at the end for Prue. They did this for her. It felt like a nice kind of conclusion of things, because the source really took things personally in All Hell Breaks Loose. And ever since that episode, Piper and Phoebe, they've been so hell-bent in making sure that the source pays, and we've done it. We're here. So it feels like a nice way to kind of conclude things for from All Hell Breaks Loose, really. So but it also sets things up to a very dreary future with Cole, of course. So yeah, but yeah, I really thought that this was a really great and intense episode. And yeah, these next several episodes, unless this is going to be a permanent thing for Cole for season 5, for example, these next several episodes are going to be awkward, intense, etc. With Cole and his new occupation. So yeah, but it was a really thrilling episode. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time.